Welcome to the best gambling show on the internet. This is the home of the money pick, and also this is the home of the upset. We've hit a lot this year. Let's get to week 11. First game, we got the Atlanta Falcons at the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans is favored by 5 points, but when I look at this, I look at, okay, we don't have Drew Brees playing, so it's either going to be famous Jameis Winston or Taysom Hill. And I think that opens up opportunity for this Atlanta team. And then my second question is, if Jameis Winston plays, that has to mean at least a turnover for Atlanta, right? It has to. Now, people are going to say, Lawson, well, you saw Teddy come in here and play good football with the Saints, and they damn near went 5-0, 6-1 when Teddy was starting. I know I'm going to get that, but I think we need to give some credit to this Atlanta team. They're without Dan Quinn, which gave the team energy. It revitalized them. And you can see it in just how the defense is playing. I'm not saying this defense is good by any means. I'm not saying this defense can win the game on their own. But what I am saying is this defense is at least playing competent, competitive football. Earlier in the year, they were absolutely pathetic, and they were just laying down and taking it you know where. And then you look at this Atlanta offense, and they're going to put up yards. They're going to put up stats. But the one problem is they kick a lot of field goals, and they don't churn 3 into 6 or 7. And that's my problem. But I don't know if it will be that big a problem when you look at what the Saints are going to do on offense. And I don't think this is the Saints of 3, 4, 6 years ago, or even last year, where they would run it. They would hit you with Latavius Murray. They'd hit you a lot with Kamara. I don't see them getting the good run game that they used to get. And I think that's key. If Atlanta can stop this New Orleans run attack, I really feel like Atlanta can stay in this game and they could win it. I think this is the best upset of the week. But we need to wait and see the injuries and who's going to start for New Orleans at quarterback. But overall, I like this. Next game, we got the Jets, the Jets, Jets at the Chargers. Chargers are minus 8.5. Man, I absolutely love the Jets to cover this. And I'm getting to the point where I'm inching towards saying that the Jets can win this ball game. This is a Chargers team that has put in some good performances and came up short. That will demoralize a team. And you wonder, what the hell is Anthony Lynn doing? I'm starting to see the signs of stress show on Herbert's face. And now you get a Jets team, a desperate Jets team. They're coming in here without a win, with just too much embarrassment this year. They're coming in against a rookie quarterback, and this Jets defense is better than people think. They have been playing good the last 3 or 4 performances. So I think the Jets can win this game through defense. You can't ask a lot out of this Jets offense. They're unorganized, they're uninspired, and they simply don't have the skills positions to scare any defense in this league. They wouldn't even scare the Seattle Seahawks defense at this point. So when I'm looking at this, I definitely think the Jets cover, and I think they can win. The only thing stopping me about putting a band on the Jets to win is their offense. And Sam Darnold, he has issues. But if they could just get a little run game going, this offense would actually be able to put up 17 and 20 points. And I think that would be enough to win this game. And I do think this Jets defense will force turnovers from Herbert. And I don't think the Chargers are going to be able to run it against the Jets either. So I think this is all setting up towards the Jets, and I'm getting excited. I want to see what happens here. I definitely like the Jets plus 8.5 for sure. I definitely am thinking about dipping into them for an upset. And the next game, we got the Miami Dolphins. Miami has won us a lot of money this year. At the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos have won us a lot of money this year on the upset picks. Miami is minus 3. The big question in this game is Drew Lock going to play? And I'm no Drew Lock fan. I wasn't one of those people saying he's a franchise guy or anything like that. But Drew Lock is at least competent and he can make plays, especially when rolling to the right. He can pump that big golden arm down the field, and that's when he's useful. We'll have to wait and see if he plays. I believe he will play. You guys seem more negative on that than me. Miami is playing very good football right now, and they're in a good high right now. And I'm looking more towards Brian Flores. I know ESPN and the casuals are looking more towards Tua. When I look at this game, I have to remind people there is one home field advantage in this league, especially during the COVID era, that is even worth anything to talk about. Mile High. The altitude. It affects your endurance, affects your stamina, affects your mindset. That altitude, Denver knows how to use it, and they've played a lot better defense at Mile High. I think they come in here, and it's not about Drew Lock. It's not about this Denver offense. It's going to be about this Denver defense against a young quarterback who really hasn't been tested yet. And the Tua mania, it's hard to argue against. But this is one of those games. If this kid's for real, he's going to come in a Mile High and beat a below-average Denver team. I don't think he does. Denver in the upset. Next game. This is just some food for thought because I got a lot of Raiders and Chiefs fans. We got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs are -7. In a different circumstance, I would say yes. I think we could get this upset of a possible Raiders win. I do think it's possible, but my questions come down to, firstly, what's the situation with Trent Brown at left tackle? How is that situation going to play out? Is he going to be able to play? And the Raiders always have a chance against anyone in this league. It's not because of Carr. It's not because of their much improved defense. It's because of Josh Jacobs and that big offensive line. They can control games. They can control tempo. And it makes Carr be more effective because he can slide out and play action. And we've seen the play action game for the Raiders reap benefits this year. But the reason why I'm not feeling it this week is because Kansas City. And I think Kansas City is just going to be too powerful, too potent on the offensive side of the football. But I do want everyone to remember, I don't want anyone coming to me Monday morning and saying, oh, dude, I'm shocked that the Raiders won this game, because I won't be. Because when you play 80s, 90s, old school football, when you run the ball and work and play action, you can slow down quarterbacks like Pat Mahomes, Aaron the Game Rodgers, and Tom Brady. They can't do anything if they're sitting on the sideline. That's the big component here. Another reason why I'm cautious about this is because the Chiefs got Chris Jones, and Chris Jones might be the best player against the run in this league. I want to see that matchup. I definitely think Las Vegas covers. This game's going to be closer than people think. Next game, we got the Tennessee Titans at the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore is -6. I love Tennessee to cover this, and I think Tennessee could easily win this game. How Tennessee loses games is people will throw a deep pass on their crappy secondary, and their secondary won't be able to make a play, or they'll get flagged for a pass interference. They really do get hit by the big plays. And excuse me, this Tennessee secondary actually has talent. This is more about Mike Vrabel. So the reason why I actually couldn't pick this upset outright is because of Mike Vrabel. But I think it's a one-possession game. I think it's going to be a close game. And then we're starting to see some injuries on this Ravens defensive line. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to play. I'm not sure of the situation. But I'll tell you what, if Calais Campbell doesn't play, you better have some depth with that big bull, Derrick Henry, running at you. Tannehill's starting to come back down to reality. We started to see him get hype in the media, but we know what he is. He is above average at best, but he will throw the ball down the field. But here's my question for the Ravens. Are they going to be able to get those big plays down the field? Is Lamar going to be able to complete passes in that 15 to 25-yard range? I don't think so. That's why I think this is a one-possession game, and that's why it's on the upset list. The next game, and I want to just talk about this game to caution you guys. We got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland is -3.5 right now, -3 depending on your bookie you choose. There's no way Philadelphia is going to pull this upset. And maybe if I see one of you guys questioning this, I really wish I could just send you a link so you could watch all 60 minutes of that performance against the Giants. Yes, I was happy with the Giants' performance, but Philly never really came to dance in that game. They came out hot in the second half, but other than that, they really didn't show up in the first half. It could have been much worse than the scoreline. Here's why Philly won't beat Cleveland. Nick Chubb, and Nick Chubb. This man is a bull. He's going to come at you 25 to 30 times a game. He is absolutely relentless. I'm starting to question this Philly team. And if you're on this Philly defense, though, you have to start questioning this too. I mean, you're on the field all game. You got a quarterback who turns it over all the time. The wide receivers don't get separation for once, and you're just left out on this field to suffer. And you have to put forth a dramatic amount of energy every game. I don't think this Philadelphia front seven will stop Nick Chubb. It's not about Baker Mayfield. It's not about Carson Wentz. The Cleveland's been playing really, really simple. It's 80s, 90s, grind it out, smash mouth football. I know some of you don't like it. I know some of you complain about it, but it is the best ingredient to win. If you just say hot and then you let that offensive line go forward and you beat them down, that's what's going to happen to Philadelphia. And even on their offensive side of the football, this offensive line, they don't. First of all, they can't even snap the ball to Carson Wentz. Everyone likes throwing stones at Carson Wentz, and I know it's a little bit fun, but against the Giants, he had 6-7 snaps in the dirt or over his head. And then you look at this Philadelphia offensive line, they don't really get a push. And you got a really good Cleveland defensive line coming into this game. There's absolutely no way Philadelphia upsets the Cleveland Browns. I know this is an upset special, but I'm going to give the money sign to bet the Browns. Subscribe, hit the like button, share the videos. This is the best gambling show on the internet.